Good morning. I guess technically it's afternoon. Technically speaking. Yo, what's going on, everybody? How we all doing? Yo, Ricky Spanish, am I from Ohio? You know it. Go Bucks, baby. Oh, you already know it. Yo, Mystics knows what's up. Everybody hit that like button. Yo, if you guys are watching on YouTube, you guys know what you gotta do. You gotta hit that like button, bro. You gotta hit that like button, dude. That's what you gotta do. Fellow Buckeye, hey. All right, Ricky. Okay. OH, baby. OH. Yo, how's everybody doing today? How we feeling up in there today? What's going on? Yo, okay. Real quick. So our good friends, you go to OSU? Okay, all right. Well, hey, that's literally perfect, bro. That's literally perfect. Literally perfect. Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome in. Listen, our good friends over at Botrix. Oh, Lord, maybe it's my problem, actually. Maybe it's my fault because I forgot to open it up. Oh, Lord. Here we go. I think it's my fault. I forgot to open it up. I think it's my fault. Hang on. Now we're going to have to wait. For it to fix itself. Oh, boy. You guys know how this works. It's all right. I'll still show my face. Yo, what's going on, everybody? How we doing? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever it is for you. How we doing today, man? How we feeling? Unfortunately, Botrix is not presently working. So you're not going to see your chat on the screen just yet because we still have to get it to work. But, we are here. Yo, what's going on, Corey? Corey's second on the Twitch. But I was first, so that's just how it is. How's everybody doing today? Yo, good morning, guys. How we feeling? Hope everyone's doing well today. A nice Friday afternoon. An early stream. You guys know how it is. Shout out Ubisoft for trying something new yet familiar. Yo, joy, happiness. I personally receive joy and happiness every time I play XDefiant. So, that's how I'm feeling personally. That's how I feel with things, That's how I feel with it. Joy and happiness every time I play XDefiant. Which isn't that often, Unfortunately, it's not that often. But hopefully, it will be often here very, very soon. All right, listen, this is what we want to do today, all right? Yo! All right, well, I saw it in the chat before it actually came through on the noties, so maybe we'll wait for the noties to come through first. We'll wait for the nodie to come through. Drulowski, we'll wait for the nodie. We'll wait for that to come through first. We'll wait for that. Yo, Botrix, you couldn't be taking a longer time, dude. Lord have mercy. Botrix is being slow as frick today, dude. It is kind of my fault. I forgot to put the thing on, so it's not showing the chat right now. Okay. I wanted to show you guys something. I wanted to show you guys something that I found quite interesting. So we're going to talk a little bit today about XDefiant, where we're at with things. We've been seeing a couple of leaks/rumors going around on Twitter about when we can expect the game coming out. And that's been updating and changing nearly every day at this point. So can't really put all that much stock into it, to be frank with you. So we'll kind of see what happens with that, But we'll talk about that here soon. Why is that notification not coming in? Okay, now I'm a little annoyed. That definitely should be coming in. All right, Drulowski, I saw it in the chat, okay? Eventually, it should show up on the screen. I know it's taking ages, but eventually it should show up on the screen. But yo, can we get some W's in the chat, guys, on YouTube and on Twitch? Drulowski dropping the $2 super... Oh, there it is. There it is. I knew it. I was about to say, it's got to be coming in here eventually. Yo, Drulowski, thank you so much for the $2 super chat. You guys, let's get some dubs. Let's get some W's in the chat for Drulowski. Call of Duty is looking like a problem right now. Ooh, Drulowski, we'll get to that. We will get to that. Trust me, we will be getting to that. I do want to talk about Hey, Botrix is finally working. There we go. Now Botrix is in here. All right, now our chat should be showing up here momentarily. Momentarily should be showing up. It's over for XDefiant, man. The hype train is slowed down. MW3 hype is real. The MW3 hype is real. That is true. Good morning, Buckeye. Early stream today. Yo, the Kill Beast. Yes, it is. Well, I want to talk to you guys a little bit about that here on the stream today, because moving forward, here very soon, we're going to be having some of these earlier streams, which is a good thing. That's a good thing. Yo, Luke Smith, what's going on? Welcome in. Will XDefiant release about the 17th of October? Yo, Dame time. We'll talk about it. We will talk about that today. Nice glasses, nerd. Okay, Decoy. Yo, guys, if you're on the YouTube, make sure to click on the Decoy OP, click on his channel, and go over there and give his channel a subscribe if you've never done that, all right? Very kind person. He likes to be very nice to people. So you definitely go be nice to him, you know what I mean? Let's talk about this real quick. let's talk about this right here. Aches. This is clearly a response to the Modern Warfare 3 reveal yesterday. This is clearly a response to the Modern Warfare 3 reveal. Bro says, create a problem, sell the solution, a tale as old as time. I found this to be very interesting when I saw this tweet, because he's not wrong, right? If you guys saw the Modern Warfare 3 multiplayer reveal yesterday, this should be very, very clear to you. Modern Warfare 3, it's fixing all the problems that Modern Warfare 2 had, and they're selling it as a new thing, you know? Rip to XDefiant, they should just release next year. S&D Ants. We'll talk about that. I don't completely disagree with you, but at the same time, I also do a little bit. I've already subscribed to Decoy. All right, the Kill Beast, and you already know what's up. Yeah, I think you should wait till release it next year. Dead on Arrival, Little Nicky. Zombies looks awful. I will say, Zombies does look bad. And I'm not even a Zombies guy, but that doesn't look good at all. MW3 hype is not real, seeing so many complaints. Really, Dylan? Really? Okay, all right. Okay. Let me know, guys. Sound off in the chat, which, by the way, first off, thank you guys for being here this morning. I appreciate you. Hopefully, you're having a good one. I know it's an earlier stream than we normally do. I'll talk about that a little bit later today on the stream. I know we're a little earlier than normal. Hey! There he is. Decoy OP coming in and hitting that follow button on the Twitch. Thank you so much, Decoy. The homie. Hitting the follow on the Twitch. I appreciate you, dude, getting us one step closer to 500 followers on Twitch. I appreciate you, Decoy. Yeah. Thank you guys for being here today. I appreciate you. Let me know in the chat right now. If you guys are watching on Twitch, if you're watching on YouTube, I'm very curious. What do you guys right now, what do you guys think of XDefiant? What are your candid thoughts right now? The position that XDefiant is in right now, right? We just had the Modern Warfare 3 multiplayer and Warzone and Zombies reveal yesterday. After all of that, how do you feel about XDefiant right now? What are your opinions on where XDefiant is currently as a result of yesterday? I'm really curious to see. And you just unfollowed. Well, F you, Decoy. F you, dude. Marketing. It's definitely marketing, for sure. I don't believe that MW3 will be good. It will be hyped up like MW2 was and then flop. It looks and feels like Vanguard. Skeev, you think so? You really think so? I pray they release XDefiant on the 17th like the one dude said. I hope he's right. Well, see, here's the thing, Faked. Here's the thing. We've now had another leak/rumor going around that the game is going to be coming out October 28th. So, with that said, I don't think we can really trust these anymore. I've been saying since the beginning, the only release date that we can trust comes from Mark Rubin or Aches or XDefiant in general. You know what I mean? That's the only place that we can actually like trust things right now. Just popped in to say what's up. Currently celebrating birthday at work, getting swollen on. Yo, Corey, well, happy birthday, dude. Yo, guys, can we get some happy birthdays in chat for Corey? Corey is celebrating his birthday. Corey, let me guess. You're going to be 22. Please tell me I got that right. Yo, happy birthday, bro. Happy birthday. This is worse than the Cowboys putting Zeke on center in the last seconds of a playoff game. Yo, Drolowski. Well, you know, Zeke ain't in there. Zeke ain't there anymore, you know? He ain't there anymore. Can't wait to play. Haven't been addicted to a game like that in years. Dylan, I feel you there, bro. XDefiant is in a good spot and can be hyped up if releases after the beta of MW3. I still think MW3 is worse. Skiv, you think so? Really? Okay. Yo, Rob Effie, what's going on? Hey! What's going on, Rob Effie? Welcome in. Actually, blank thoughts, just becoming more of a passive watcher of XDefiant content. Yo, Shadow. I think that there's a lot of people who are in a very similar situation as you right now with that. I will say, I think that interest in XDefiant as a whole has become very apathetic. Very apathetic. What I mean by that is, like, people are not as super duper engaged on a daily basis now as they were prior to what's been going on. XDefiant is still doing a lot of stuff different than other titles out there and is great for to play alternative to games like MW3. Oh, completely agree, Decoy. I mean, the thing that will always be the case with XDefiant in comparison to Modern Warfare 3 is the fact that XDefiant's free to play. You know what I mean? XDefiant's free to play. That's the biggest diff. The biggest diff. Yo, real quick, if you guys are watching on YouTube right now, do me a quick favor. Hit the like button on the stream. All right? If every single one of you guys in the YouTube right now hit the like button on the stream, we would have 6 likes, and that would make my life so much better. So just do me a favor. Do that, okay? I appreciate you. In Mark we trust, John Anderson. I agree. Completely agree. Delays. They might never release it. Well, Little Nicky, they're going to release it. The game will get released. There's no questioning that. The game will eventually come out. It's just a matter of when. I'm being patient. This is coming from someone still waiting on Half-Life 3. Whoa. Tapper, you're a real G then, if you're still waiting for Half-Life 3. Good luck. I'm doing good. I'm sorry I haven't popped into the streams. Getting really depressed because more jobs denied me. Oh, Rob Effie, I'm sorry to hear that, dude. I'm sorry to hear that. I know what it's like to be on like the job hunt and stuff like that. It's not a good time. But I hope for the best of luck for you moving forward. I really do. Hey, and if it's any consolation, we haven't been streaming that much, so. What happened? Nothing has happened, actually. That's kind of the problem. Let's be honest. Nothing's happened. That's kind of the issue here. That's kind of where our problem is. The fact that nothing has happened. XDefiant's going to be flooded with all the kids who have to wait until Christmas to get the new COD. That's true, Decoy. That's true. And without skill-based matchmaking, we're going to have a good time with the blueberries. We're going to have a real good time with the blueberries. Being patient. Oh, I already read that. To be honest, I really think XDefiant is going to do better than MW3 because COD always drops the ball after launch. It's been like that since Modern Warfare 2019. Last time I had fun on Call of Duty was Black Ops 2, 3, and 4. Well, here's the thing with that, Faked. Here's the thing. I hear where you're coming from with that, but there's one very specific difference, I think, this year than what we've been getting in the past with Call of Duty releases. They already have stated, and I think that this very well could be a result of XDefiant's marketing so far. They have already stated that Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 is going to be getting 3 new maps every season after launch, which is exactly what XDefiant's doing. So we do know that 6v6 multiplayer is going to be supported in some capacity for Modern Warfare 3. So I don't think it's going to have exactly the same results as we've had in the past with Call of Duties. Just to play devil's advocate right there. XDefiant will suffer if it is not evolving and handling cheating. It cannot go Fortnite. If we don't support it, it will go Fortnite or go away. Well, Michael Poland, what are you referencing when you're saying it will go Fortnite? What does that mean? I'll be playing both because I love video games. I'm just going to play one more than the other, but I'll still be playing both. Oh, Drolowski, I hear you. And I think that a lot of people have that perspective. I have that perspective myself. XDefiant's going to be my main, but I'm going to play both. I'm going to play Modern Warfare 3. I'm going to play XDefiant, and I'm going to have a good time on both. Both games are going to be a good time. I'm going to enjoy both. After watching the multiplayer reveal yesterday. Oh, kid-oriented, Michael? Okay, I got you. Well, I mean, to be fair, I think XDefiant is already a little bit kid-oriented because it's a arcade game. It's not a military sim, right? So they don't have to and are not tailoring the game to be more realistic and gritty. It is a arcade movement-focused game, you know? So I think just based off of that in the first place, we're already looking at, you know, a little more family-oriented, if that makes sense. Yo, what's going on, Bryce? Welcome in, welcome in. Finally got into one of your streams. Yo, Modest Edit, welcome in, dude. Welcome in. Happy to see ya. I love COD, but it's failing. I've played 14 years of comp in COD. I loved almost every year of it. However, with MW2 and Vanguard being overhyped and flopping, I only have faith in XDefiant. That's totally fair, Skiv. That is actually totally fair. And I have actually, kind of was thinking about that yesterday. Vanguard actually did have a fair bit of hype leading into the game. And then that game was kind of dog water, you know? How are you, Buck? Bryce, I'm doing fantastic. I'm doing really good. Doing really good. Yo, real quick, by the way, guys. An earlier stream today than we normally have done. And there's a few reasons for that. One, I know that my homies across the pond would appreciate an earlier stream. I also don't work during the morning/afternoon on Fridays. I work in the evening on Fridays, so it's actually better for me, personally, to do content in the morning/afternoon on Friday, which is pretty dope. And the other thing is that here very soon, when XDefiant does launch, assuming it launches this year, we're going to be doing content every day. I'm working on a schedule. I kind of teased this a little bit on my Twitter the other day, but I'm working on a content schedule, so you guys can actually expect content around a similar time, most of the time throughout the week. And Fridays specifically, I'm going to be doing morning streams. I think I'm going to do something around a 9 a.m. to noon morning stream every Friday moving forward once XDefiant comes out, in conjunction with multiple other days and things like that. But I think 2 days a week I'm going to stream in the evening, and then 2 days a week I'm going to stream in the morning, along with our videos and stuff like that. So hopefully that will be helpful for you guys knowing when I can make content moving forward. I'm really excited about that, actually. XDefiant also has no blood and gore. Bodies don't blow up from explosions. Also, you don't have operators cussing mid-match randomly. That's true, Decoy. That's true. That is true. That's true. Good man, proud of you. Keep slaying. Love seeing you on. Yo, Bryce, I appreciate you, dude. I appreciate you. Are you going to host custom tournaments for viewers? That'd be dope, for real. Skiv? That's a good question. I mean, that sounds pretty fun. I'm not going to lie. That's a good question, though. It's not something I particularly thought about, but I definitely could. I definitely could. I mean, I definitely want to do like custom game nights and stuff like that, where we get, you know, a ton of people from the community hop in, have a good time on the same games, same customs, you know? That would be super fun. Equal, what's going on? Welcome in. How you doing? How you doing? All right, so what did everybody think of the MW3 reveal yesterday? I've been trying to like keep it tapped in with you guys this week to see what everyone's thinking. What did we think of the MW3 reveal? Do you think that it is going to be problematic for XDefiant? Because I'll give you my opinion. I think that the gameplay for Modern Warfare 3 actually looks really solid. Again, not caring about why it is the way that it is, but I think that it visually looks really good, and I think that people are going to have a good time playing it. So with that said, I think it's definitely going to have an impact on XDefiant at launch. I still think MW3 maps look lame. I know the remakes, but I don't care for the ruined Broken City style maps. Gameplay looks good, though, gunplay-wise. I do get that, Decoy. I do get that. And I saw in your video you were mentioning that even though they are iconic maps, they still have that like gray, greenish look to them, which... if you're a fan of Treyarch games, for example, or even XDefiant, for example, because XDefiant's maps are very colorful, MW3 is still not going to have that. But I do think that they're going to play well, which is that's already going to be better, because the maps that they have right now, they don't look good and they also don't play good. You know what I mean? The reveal was pretty good in my opinion. It could be problematic, but I'll still play both. Rob F, yeah, I feel you. I feel you. Looks smooth, not gonna lie, and guns sound better. The sound of the kills is actually satisfying. And that's actually something I love about XDefiant, by the way. I will say, something that is super underrated, I think, with XDefiant is the sound of getting kills. Especially when you get a headshot. The like ting sound that you get, oh man. Very satisfying to get kills in XDefiant. It feels and sounds amazing. That's an underrated thing. Visual and audio feedback is huge. Huge. MW3 reveal looks goofy, worse graphics than MW2 and clunky movement. I think it's beneficial for XDefiant. as XDefiant has a much smoother experience in MW3. MW3 also revealed clunky gunplay. Well, Skiv, I think we'll find out when people get to actually play the beta, which I think might actually be happening right now, right? Isn't the beta out right now on PlayStation? Yo, your boy Buggy. What's going on? What's going on? Welcome in. How you doing, man? Oh, Skiv, you played it? Oh, okay. All right. So then, Skiv, you've played it. So then this is your actual hands-on experience opinions. Okay. All right. It is happening right now? Okay. I thought it was right now. I think COD won't take away from XDefiant just because XDefiant will be free in live service. Davis Martin, I definitely like that take. I think here's the thing. So I've been seeing some people, and I'll pull it up, actually, so we can talk about it. I'll pull it up so we can talk about it. Let me take a look here. Okay, so I'm sure you guys know who Jake Lucky is, right? Y'all know who Jake Lucky is, right? So Jake Lucky was asking folks recently, how is XDefiant going to fare? So he says, honest question, if XDefiant releases October 17th, do y'all think it can hang with the other game releases going down? CS2 and MW3 going to be here. Smite is readily available, which, by the way, I'm going to be honest with you. This statement right here kind of, to me, invalidates the whole question because Smite is not a good example. It's not. And Halo Infinite, while being a very good game, is not popular in the slightest in the grand scheme of things. So I don't think that either of these games are good examples. But he still is asking the question. What are we talking about? Yo, Linz, we're talking about XDefiant and kind of where it's at right now, its position, and how we think it's going to do, because we had the MW3 multiplayer reveal yesterday. We're kind of giving our thoughts on this. But here's the thing. Why did he add Smite in there or something? No, Shadow, I don't think anything's actually happening with Smite. It's just, I don't know why he put it in there, to be honest. I actually have no idea why he put it in there. Finally not sick anymore? Yo, that is what's up, dude. Let's go. Exactly, Bradley. Exactly. Game has nothing to do with anything we're talking about here. But I've seen a lot of people, especially in the COD community, that have been talking about XDefiant and whether or not it can survive because we've been having the MW3 beta reveal. A lot of people have been just doing a big switch up. Yo, Sega, what's going on? Welcome in. Welcome in. A lot of people have been doing a little bit of a switch up. They've been starting to say that, you know, XDefiant's no longer going to be able to do well. Wait, but why am I a sub? Did someone gift me? Yes, you did. You got gifted a sub. You got gifted a sub on one of our previous streams. I feel a lot of people are going to go to MW3 because of the movement and Rebirth. Well, Rebirth doesn't come out until next year, until early 2024. And here's the thing, XDefiant has movement just as good as MW3. Now, Skiv, I guess a good question for you, Skiv, is how does the movement feel in MW3 versus... Hey! Yo, Bradley Buttersworth coming in, hitting that follow button on the Twitch. I appreciate you doing that, Bradley. Yo, I appreciate you, Bradley. Yo, guys, if you guys are watching on the YouTube channel, feel free to go over to Bradley Buttersworth YouTube channel. Guy makes some awesome XDefiant content nearly daily, making XDefiant content. Good stuff, good stuff. But yeah, I mean, XDefiant has really solid movement, just like MW3. Now, I will say, the slide speed in MW3 looks freaking fast. It looks really fast. I will say. But with all that being said, the COD community is now asking if XDefiant is going to be able to survive. And we've been talking about this for a while now. Like, we've been on this. We've been on this for a while. We've been talking about, like, the idea of, can XDefiant actually succeed if it does, in fact, have to release around the same time as MW3? And I've been saying it this whole time, and I think it's still accurate. XDefiant, in general, will succeed. And I think also, too, this is another thing to keep in mind. This is another thing to keep in mind. In the eyes of Ubisoft, I actually think... Is the beta still out? The XDefiant beta is not out, but the MW3 beta is. Yeah, MW3 beta just started. I really think that Ubisoft, like, they've been trying to take a grassroots, sort of like a quiet approach to launching the game. I don't think that they were expecting to have some massive launch in the first place. I really don't think that they were. I mean, you got to think, every time that they've talked about their player numbers for their betas, they've been surprised at how many people play the game. So I think success for Ubisoft means something completely different than what success means to us. Let's keep that in mind. I think that in terms of player counts, I think Ubisoft has a different version of success than we do, because they're playing the long game. That's my opinion. MW3 movement feels a bit odd and clunky. I feel extremely heavy in Modern Warfare 3 versus XDefiant. MW3 slide speed is fast indeed. However, after slide canceling, you can feel a heavy delay in game before moving again. Skiv, that's interesting. Well, do you think that's because of the fact that Do you think it's because of the fact that there's no, the tactical sprint doesn't get automatically reset and you have to like keep sprinting for it to recharge again? Do you think that has anything to do with it? It also does not refresh movement. Oh, exactly. Hippo Guy, do you think cheating will run rampant because XDefiant's free to play? Immortal? I think it's possible because it's a free to play game. I think it's possible. Do I think it will happen? I don't know. They've been very hush-hush about their anti-cheat. They are using BattleEye, but they're being hush-hush about the specifics of what that looks like. So I think it's possible, but I don't know. The grassroots approach is what I've been saying the whole time. They don't want a large lead in them right now. Yeah, Bradley, I think that's been the thing this whole time, and I think that's why they're okay with launching right now. I think that the community has been imposing a different perspective on success onto Ubisoft than they had for themselves. I think they've been playing the long game from the beginning. I don't think that they were expecting to have a huge launch. I think they were expecting that to launch, have a good amount of loyal players and a loyal community that they would then eventually just grow and continue to support over time. But I don't think that they were expecting the game to launch and be massive and have all these things going on. I don't think that they did. I'm telling you, once players realize it won't be no SBMM and XDefiant, folks are going to flock to that game. People are tired of that. Plus, it's free to play. Baked, that's a really good point. And it's actually something that somebody had to remind me of yesterday. So one of the biggest reasons why I've had a hard time with you know, the majority of recent Call of Duties is the fact that there's skill-based matchmaking in the game, and it's pretty tough too. Yo, the Crispy Waffle, what's going on? Welcome in. And that was actually the biggest thing that enticed me about XDefiant in the first place. That was the biggest reason why I even wanted to play XDefiant when I first found out about it. When I found out that there was no skill-based matchmaking, I was like, okay, all right, I want to try it out. And somebody had to remind me of that yesterday. Somebody like tweeted it or something. They were like, let's remember, there's SBMM in Modern Warfare 3, and I was like, gosh dang it, you're so right. Because now it's like, okay, the game's gonna play well. Yo, Cryo, welcome on in. How you doing? The game's gonna play well, but the SBMM is gonna be tough as nails. It's gonna be tough. That's gonna be a big, and I think that's a good point actually, Fakes, because XDefiant is gonna be going and going and going, right? It's gonna be playing, it's gonna be doing its thing. No SBMM, people are gonna know that. And then once people get tired of SBMM and multiplayer for Modern Warfare 3, they're gonna be like, all right, I don't wanna sweat every single second of the game, so they might hop over and try out XDefiant because it's free to play, right? There you go. Every game will have hackers. Still, some company comes out with the best of the best anti-cheat. That's true. Fortnite has hackers. Yeah, I mean, XDefiant will have hackers. It's going to be a question of how are the hackers addressed, right? How is that addressed? And how rampant are they? XDefiant's going to start off like Apex did when it launches. Mark my words, it's going to be a successful game. I think the game will absolutely be successful. I think it's pretty apparent at this point that there is a very specific community of XDefiant fans that are not fans of Call of Duty. Or they're fans of old Call of Duty and they don't want to play current Call of Duty. I think it's becoming very apparent. Now, I will say, in general, I think that the overall community sentiment around XDefiant has continuously been dropping for a while. You know, when I made this channel back in July, people were stoked out of their mind for XDefiant. And then once we got to Gamescom, and we realized we weren't going to get anything for the game at Gamescom, it just started sliding. Now, I think interest level has been kind of rebounding a little bit recently, you know, because we kind of can feel that we're getting close, and we just had the public test session. But I think overall, the sentiment in the community has been very negative. And now that MW3 is getting into its full marketing swing, like I've been talking about, now, like, XDefiant, especially the fact that there's no news for XDefiant, it's been getting overshadowed. One thing is that XDefiant won't have multiplayer packs. That's true, Resident. That's true, but I mean, to be fair, like basically no modern shooter has multiplayer packs. Like they all do like some form of seasonal model. The floodgates are opening. I do not believe a game that has or will have ranked should have SBMM. No point of having ranked to show skill if there's SBMM in subs. So much work should not be put into SBMM rather than... Oh, Skip, I completely agree. If your game has... Yo, lad, I'm gonna lurk it up on the stream because I'm playing a Fortnite tournament. Yo! GHG, I appreciate you, dude. Hey, good luck in your tournament. Yeah, Skip, I completely agree. If a game has ranked, there's absolutely no reason to have skill-based matchmaking, in my opinion. Like, that's the whole point of ranked. Like, if you want to play against people of your skill level and you want to get better at the game, go play ranked. That's the whole point. I was talking about the packs that you have to download just to play the game. You talking about when they have like a map pack or something like that you have to have in order to even like play with other people? Is that what you're talking about? Resident bot. Why 4 hasn't died? Well, Bryce, I'm happy to hear that. Just wanted to drop a hello. I'm still freaking excited for XDefiant. Just wish you would drop. Not a fan of current COD. Yo, Neil Augusto, I hear you, dude. I hear you. I absolutely hear you. And by the way, hello to you. Thank you for saying hi. Be honest, bro. Would you rather play XDefiant or MW3 and why? Fake. I'd rather play XDefiant. Couple reasons. No SBMM. Free to play. The devs are going out of their way to be very, very communicative, which to me just spells good things for the long term. You know, we're in a situation with Call of Duty right now where Modern Warfare 3 seems to be the first time in a while that the company's listening to people, and they're listening to people as a result of not listening to the people. You know what I mean? I understand SBMM and 100% get why it's in games. I just don't like it. Exactly, Decoy. Like, I get the purpose of it. I just don't think that it makes sense to use. The game is not coming out. 99 problems. The game's coming out. The game's coming out. Listen, whether it comes out today, tomorrow, or next year, the game's coming out. They're not going to just not make the game come out. Game's coming out. I haven't given up faith as I did my homework before. Yo, 8 power. Keep the faith. Keep the faith. Until people have a COD alternative that is not COD, people will keep buying every new entry. XDefiant will allow people to skip COD games to play something free with a similar experience. Davis Martin, that's a very good point. Very good point. I think the fact that XDefiant plays so similarly to Call of Duty without being Call of Duty, and also too the fact that there is a dedicated community for XDefiant that doesn't play COD, I just think there's so many reasons right there why XDefiant will remain a very viable option moving forward. People keep making the comparison between Splitgate and XDefiant. It's not the same thing. It's not the same thing at all. Not even close. Not even close. Nope, the COD packs, they keep deleting themselves from my console. Resident, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know what we're talking about. I'm sorry. XDefiant's just a breath of fresh air, and to know Ubisoft will be using multiple different IPs for their own game, they can bring in larger communities. Jack Walker, completely agree. Completely agree. And I've been seeing that a lot of people have been really, really happy with Assassin's Creed Mirage. Perfect opportunity for a crossover right there. Perfect opportunity. Could you imagine playing as an Assassin's Creed faction on an Assassin's Creed style map? Oh my god, that'd be amazing. That'd be so cool. COD literally just dropped the beta trailer on YouTube. 8 power, did they really? I mean, they showed it off yesterday. Why did they drop a trailer today? SBMM should only be in ranked game modes, not casual play. It takes out the fun very fast. Completely agree, Faked. Completely agree. Completely agree with you. I turned people to XDefiant last night after they had mentioned MW3. Hit them with facts. Hit them with the facts. 8 power, you kept those receipts, bro? Crap Division would have to pay me to play MW3, and even then, there isn't enough currency on Earth. Yo, John Anderson. I'll tell you what, if they offered you like 500 grand to play it, and you were like, nah, just hit me up, let me know. I'll play it. Also, Buckeye, the reason people make the comparison between Splitgate and XDefiant is because they're worried that XDefiant will have a huge player base that will drop suddenly, such as Splitgate did. Skiv, and I get that. I get that, right? But here's the thing. Here's the thing, though. Splitgate didn't even have, in the grand scheme of things, that huge of a player base, right? Like, don't get me wrong. Like, 67,000 is a big number, but it's not huge. I think, personally, Skiv, and I hear what you're saying, but personally, let me give you an alternative. Let me give you an alternative thing to compare it to. All right? I actually think that this is a better comparison than Splitgate. Halo Infinite. I think this is what people need to be worried about. This right here. Halo Infinite dropped as a free-to-play, AAA FPS arena shooter, right? Everyone knows what Halo is. Halo Infinite dropped to almost 300,000 players when it launched. People loved the gameplay, but because there was nothing in the game, there was no content, there was no progression, it got stale instantly. And people stopped playing. Look at this. Look at this graph. Launches in November to almost 300,000 players. By April, they were getting 10,000 players. Sorry, by March. Yeah. By March, April. I think if we're going to be worried about XDefiant failing like other games, this needs to be the one we need to be looking at. Halo Infinite. Halo Infinite. Because this is a better comparison, right? Halo Infinite is a AAA game with a AAA-sized studio. The rumor was that they invested like $500 million between the engine and the game for Halo Infinite versus Splitgate, which is a handful of guys being the devs. You know what I mean? That's my opinion. What happened so far? Yo, Pug Parker, we're just chatting. We're just chill. We're chatting about XDefiant today. We're kind of seeing what people think about XDefiant and where it's at. I do want to pose a question to you guys here in a minute too, by the way. I do want to pose a question. Halo Infinite is also just an old style of game to pick up weapons and all that. Well, it's true to the classic Halo feel. It didn't modernize on top of that. It feels old, like I played it for years. All right, listen, I'm going to give you... This is my big opinion here, Decoy. This is my big opinion. Halo Infinite is the perfect Halo game as far as gameplay is concerned. All right, and I will stand on that hill. Halo Infinite plays great. Okay? It is the perfect amalgamation, in my opinion. Now, let me make sure this is clear. Halo 3 is my favorite Halo game of all time. Halo CE is my favorite campaign of all the Halos. I absolutely despised Halo 5. I despised Halo 4 as far as Halo games are concerned. Now, let me explain this. Halo Infinite is the perfect amalgamation of all the Halos put together. It plays similarly enough to Halo 3 without being super out there like Halo 5. It mashes all of them together into a really nice feel of a modern style Halo. That's not why Halo didn't succeed. That's not why Halo did not succeed. The reason why Halo did not succeed, Halo Infinite, is because they launched without any content in the game. There was no progression. There was nothing to do. If you go back and you look at everyone's opinion of Halo Infinite when it came out, everyone was stoked for it. I mean, the HCS was getting 300,000 viewers. It was big time. People loved the game, but there was nothing to do. And people got stale on it really fast because there was nothing to do in the game. And they also, one of their seasons, I think it was season 2, lasted for like 8 months. That's why. That is why. I hear what you're saying, but that's why. Okay, sorry. I just went on a super big tangent right there. But,
thank you so much for subscribing. And
hey!
XDefiant Guides community.
Yo, Brian Taylor, thank you for hitting that sub button on the YouTube channel. I appreciate you. Welcome into the XDefiant Guides community. Yo, and that reminds me, by the way, guys, if you guys are watching on YouTube, thank you so much for being here today. I appreciate you. Do me a quick favor. If you're watching the stream on the YouTube channel, give the stream a like for me, all right? Can we get 6 likes on today's stream? That would make me so happy. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Also, subscribe to the YouTube channel if you've never done that. We got brand new YouTube videos and live streams coming for XDefiant here very soon, assuming the game comes out this year. You know, hopefully, fingers crossed. And we're also multi-streaming right now on Twitch. It is in the pinned comment here on YouTube somewhere up there. You guys can click that. If you've never given me a follow on Twitch, I'd appreciate you. We're trying to get 500 followers on Twitch, so feel free to do that if you're so interested. Anytime I play a game, we're going to be live on the Twitch. I did have a friend who made a good point to me. He explained that XDefiant may even one day in the far future try to make a BR, and that will be its downfall. A mode not meant for XDefiant arriving late. Skiv, I agree. I agree. In fact, I have seen, I've seen people making the same sort of thought process that maybe, you know, like don't do a BR right now, but maybe in the future. And I also agree. I think that's a bad idea. I think that they should just focus on it being what it is, you know? All right, also, let me... This kind of pissed me off. Did you guys see this? Did you guys see this tweet the other day? Look at this. Almost 400,000 views. This pissed me off right here. Murder. Really, dude? Really? We're gonna say that? Are you kidding me? Bro, talk about engagement farming, bro. Talk about engagement farming. Dude was like, I know exactly how to get people freaked out. Anyways, I better dip before Buckeye makes any more faded, awful, terrible takes. All right, Decoy, go walk your dogs, dude. Get out of here, dude. Get out. This blows my mind. XDefiant, which is not playable, doesn't have a beta going on. Absolutely no way for you to play the game. In fact, I'm shocked there was even 47 viewers. This should say 4.7 viewers. You know what I mean? And this is during COD Next. Like, are you kidding me? People are insane. Yo, Spaz, thank you for doing that. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for following me on Twitch. Is that it right there? Hey, there it is. Yo, TTV Spaz coming in, hitting that follow button on the Twitch. I appreciate you, dude. I appreciate you. Welcome into the Twitch. One step closer to 500. Thank you so much. People hate on XDefiant so much. I know, it's what I'm saying, man. There's so much toxicity against XDefiant right now. It's crazy, man. We'll be on old gen or only new gen? Blaze. So it's going to launch on new gen or current gen. It's called current gen now. It's going to be launching on current gen, and it will be later on coming to old gen. They're not launching on old gen. It'll be coming on PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC first. Yo, Pedro, coming in, hitting that follow button on the Twitch. I appreciate you, Pedro. Welcome in, welcome in. Thank you so much for that follow. One step closer. Hey, there's another one. Yo, Skiv, thank you so much for hitting that follow on the Twitch. I appreciate you. Welcome in, welcome in. We're like 3 followers away from 500. Just kidding. I appreciate you guys. Do y'all really think we're gonna get anything today? I'm not holding my breath, man. All these leaks are getting people hyped like last month, but I guarantee the game's gonna get delayed one more time. Run free. We're not gonna hear anything for XDefiant today. I will put my hand out there. Nothing. Yo, Nemesis coming in, hitting that follow on the Twitch. I appreciate you. Yo, guys, thank you, seriously. Thank you so much for hitting the follow button on the Twitch today. I appreciate you. Every time we go live moving forward, if we're playing XDefiant, we're going to be live here on YouTube and on the Twitch. But if we play anything that's not XDefiant related, we're going to be live on the Twitch. So if you guys want to be around for that, follow me on Twitch, all right? I appreciate you. But no, we're not going to get anything today. Not a single thing. Not a single thing. It's just not going to happen. Not going to happen. 47 views for a game not even out. Exactly, Jack Walker. Like, come on. Like, come on. Like, that's why I know it is, it's engagement farming. It's what it is. It's just like, bro was like, watch this. Is this dude dumb? No, Immortal, I think he's not dumb. I think he's actually incredibly intelligent. And that's why he did what he did. Because he knew that people were going to go crazy about it. And he was about to rack up a ton of impressions. Oh, I love it. Yo, Spicy Pineapple coming in, hitting that follow button on the Twitch. I appreciate you, Spicy Pineapple. Yo, by the way, you ready for this? Hot take. Pineapple does, in fact, deserve to go on pizza, and I will live and die on that hill, all right? You heard it here. The dude was farming with that tweet. Yo, Jesse, 100%, dude. Absolutely farming. I mean, look. Bro got almost 400,000 views on one tweet. One tweet. One tweet. Want to hear a joke? The tweet is a pretty hot take for a game that isn't even released yet. Exactly. Exactly. True. Yes, it does. Okay, okay. That's not a hot take. Obvious topping. Okay, Shadow. I feel you, dude. Hey, I'm happy you have that opinion. You're fired? You can't fire me. Never. You'll never take me alive. End stream. Oh, man. Oh, man. All right, let me see. There's been so many things going on the Twitter sphere for XDefiant, dude. Okay, all right, let's talk about this. I want to talk about this now.
Ladies and gentlemen,
hey!
we have a brand new member.
Yo. Can we get some W's in the chat? Yo, if you guys are watching on YouTube, if you're watching on Twitch, let's get some W's in the chat. Ozzy King coming in and becoming a brand new YouTube member, a tier 1 YouTube member. Yo, Ozzy, I appreciate you giving us our first membership of the day. Yo, Ozzy, I appreciate you so much. Thank you so much, dude. I appreciate you. Welcome in. Welcome in. Ozzy, you're a real G. I appreciate you. Yeah. Let's talk about this. All right, let's talk about this right here, because this is starting to kind of bother me a little bit. Okay. I've been told that XDefiant looks to be launching October 28th. I've been hesitant reporting on this for a little bit, as it's a game that I don't cover. It absolutely may change, but as of now, there's a launch event for the 28th. Look, I understand that we all are begging the world for a release date for XDefiant. All right, I get it, but if we get a release date, it's going to come to us from Mark Rubin. All right? It's going to come to us from Mark Rubin. And that is the case. All right? This is the second time this week I've been seeing people talk about a rumored or leaked release date. Okay? Look, Mark has been telling us, honestly, probably too much. Okay? Like, he's been telling us, honestly, probably too much about where they are with the game. We need to get over this idea that we're just going to somehow scoop up a time frame for the game to come out. Because somebody said the exact same thing, but for October 17th earlier this week. Okay? And now we're saying October 28th. I understand that we're excited and we're getting worn out with not having a release date for the game. I get it, but like, bro. It's not. We're gonna hear from Mark about this. All right, we're gonna hear from Mark. If there's a reason to have a release date, it's gonna come to us from Mark. Isn't that weird? Why are they giving some random date? Nemesis. I mean, I don't know. I'm sure that this guy feels very strongly about what he's saying. Like, I'm sure that they believe what they're saying. I'm sure that that's the case. I'm just saying that at this point, we're past the rumor time. We've been rumoring or talking about our own ideas for release dates for months now. I just think that time has passed. I think that at this point, we're in the waiting game where it's like, all right, Mark, when you say a date, that's the date. That's what's happening. You know what I mean? Also, with MW3, what will happen to the game if they continue down this path is Fortnite 2.0, a game that is supposed to be realistic and having cat operators and glitter guns. Skiv, I think this is the problem. Okay, this is the problem. Call of Duty has been turning itself into a military sim, right? They talked about that on the COD Next stream yesterday. They talked about how MW3 is a military sim. But that doesn't make any sense if you've got, like you said, cat skins and Nicki Minaj skins. Like, it's conflicting, right? Now, if you market yourself as an arcade shooter, like XDefiant, for example, you can do whatever the hell you want. But if you're trying to be a military sim, but then you have all these wacky things, it does kind of seem a little weird, right? It does kind of seem a little weird. It's funny to me that is what next... Wait. It's funny to me that what is next for COD is the XDefiant launch. John Anderson. You're kind of not wrong. You're kind of not wrong. I'm tired of the rumors. Just let the devs tell us the truth when it's coming. Exactly, Bryce. Exactly. At this point, man, we're past the time of like, oh, I think it's coming out this day. I think it's coming out this day, guys. Like, bro, like we've done that so many times now. Like, how many times have we done this? Shadow, yes. The last official thing that we've heard about a release for XDefiant was I think it was actually early to mid-October. I don't think it was mid to late. I think it was early to mid-October. I think. Let me check. I thought it was early to mid-October, but it might have been mid to late. Let me see. Let me look. There's a rumor about it coming on the 17th. Exactly, Mortal Expense. That's my point. We had a rumor about it being the 17th earlier this week, and now it's the 28th. Like, bro, at this point, bro, at this point, you keep guessing a day, and it's going to eventually be the right day. You know what I mean? Okay. Let's see. Yeah. Okay, so this is the last thing we've heard. There is, however, a likely scenario where we get a conditional patch, a pass, meaning we have to do a day one patch with some final fixes to ensure compliance. If we do need to do a day one patch, that pushes our date out to early mid-October. So that's our last time frame update from Mark. Early/mid-October. Which at this rate, I don't know. Might be a little later. Might be a little later.
Thank you so much for subscribing.
Hey.
XDefiant Guides community.
Yo, Coffee Cake, coming in, hitting that subscribe button on the YouTube channel. I appreciate you. Welcome to the XDefiant Guides community. Thank you. I appreciate you. Just a guess then. Tomorrow, we'll guess 8th and so on. Exactly. It's literally just a guess. It's like, I think it's going to come out on the 7th. 7th comes around. I think it's going to come out on the 8th. 8th comes around. I think it's, you know what I mean? Was there any news? No, average. There's no news. There's no news. The news is that there's no news. You know what I mean? My money is on the first week of September for XD's launch date. Yeah, I think XDefiant's going to come out September 1st, 2024. I want to hear an announcement next week. I'm going to be sad if we don't get one. Nemesis, let me hit you with an opinion here, all right? This is my opinion. This is what I think you should do. I think that you should not have any expectations at all. I think at this point, you're more likely to be happy if you don't have any expectations. Expect that the game's going to be great because we know it's going to be great, but don't have any expectations for launch. At this point, bro, don't do it. Don't do it. One thing I also realized, how that now that everything is on this new COD HQ, that file is going to be like 300 plus gigabytes. I know. How do you? I was trying to figure out how to download that on Steam yesterday. Can you just download Call of Duty HQ on Steam by itself? Like, I couldn't figure it out. If you think the game gets a delay again, will that hurt player numbers, Shadow? Here's my opinion. All right, this is what I think. This is what I think. I think that if Ubisoft decides to delay the game again, I think they need to delay the game a considerable amount of time. And what I mean by that is, like, if they're going to delay the game, it can't come out before, like, summer of next year. Because if they delay the game to like January or February or something like that, I think that what will happen as a result of that, I think that the game will literally lose all of its hype in general. It will just die out completely. And when it does launch, it's just going to be kind of low. Because at least right now, people are still talking about XDefiant. But if they get to the place of apathy, which we've been pretty close to, by the way, if they get to the place of apathy, it's going to struggle big time. I think that they would need to have to push the release date so far out that people would forget about XDefiant, and then they can start marketing the game, and then people will forget that they forgot about XDefiant. And then they'll get excited all over again. You know what I mean? That's what I think. So I think if they actually went out of their way to like really delay the game again, it would have to come out in like summer 24. Like right around like Summer Games Fest, you know, that time frame. I'd be so sad if that happened. Yeah, I agree, bro. I'd be mega sad. I would be so sad, bro. Oh, my heart would break. That's good advice for life. Expect less to live a fuller life. That's true, John Anderson. If you don't have any expectations, there's no way that they can be broken. You're right, Buck. Do you know how hyped I am, though? Nemesis, trust me, dude. I am incredibly hyped myself. Trust me. Trust me. If it's mid-October, they may have the hint. They might have hint the release date. I think they will delay it and give a release date this month. Coffee Cake, I still think the game comes out sometime in October. I think it still comes out sometime in October. They said that they would give us time to preload the game. That's what they said. They said that we would have enough time to preload the game. So if we look at what they did with the public test session, they told us about the public test session like 2 days before it started, like 2-3 days, which gave people enough time to preload it. I think that's what they're going to do. I don't think that they're going to tell us like 2-3 weeks out. I think that if the game comes out next week, for example, like let's just say hypothetically the game comes out next Thursday, okay? We're just hypothetically. I think they'll tell us on like Tuesday or Monday. They're like, hey guys, game comes out Thursday. Preload now. I think that's what they're going to do. I don't think that they're going to change up how they do things. I don't think they're going to tell us like 3 months in advance, 3 weeks in advance, 2 weeks in advance. I think they're going to tell us days in advance. Yeah, if that happens, I wouldn't play. Summer's way too far. Well, that's why I say that they would have to do summer, because if they did any sooner than that, it would be in a weird spot. They would have to make people forget about the game and then get reinterested in the game. You know what I mean? So even if the game is delayed, it will have a loyal player base waiting for XDefiant, like a kid waiting for Christmas. Skiv, I agree with that to a point. I think that there is a very strong possibility that if they continue to wait on the game, that loyal player base will go away. I think their patience will wear thin. Gotta go AFK for a bit. Yo, Nemesis. No prob, dude. I appreciate you. Yo, what's going on, Pedro? This game. The thing I don't like about COD, that they make new games every year and leave the others to die. In my opinion, they should work on one game and improve it instead of making new ones. Well, Frost. That's what they were supposed to do. Well, according to leaks, that's what they were supposed to do with Modern Warfare 2. Right? Like, they were supposed to make Modern Warfare 2 like a long-term game. That's what they were supposed to do, initially. I think the game is ready to go. Hold on, let me see something. I thought that Mark said something recently. I'm not sure. I thought Mark said something recently, but I don't know if he did or didn't. Do you think it's come out on the 17th, Pedro? I'm going to say no. And the reason why I'm going to say no is because Mark Rubin hasn't told us. Hi, everyone. It's been 110 days since the open beta. Yo, French Grizz, welcome in. First off, how you doing? Secondly, that is depressing. That's depressing, dude. You ain't playing the beta today? Yo, Nathan. No, I'm not playing the MW3 beta today because I don't play in PlayStation. I play in PC, so I'm going to be playing the MW3 beta next week. So if you guys are actually... I know that a lot of you guys out there are not interested in Call of Duty, and I totally understand. But if you want to watch me play the Modern Warfare 3 beta next week, then make sure to follow my Twitch, all right? I'm going to be playing it over there. Yo, Guntel, what's going on? Welcome in, dude. Just worried for last gen, though. Not much updates for PS4 and Xbox One. Coffee Cake, somebody asked me about this the other day on Twitter. I think that last gen gets a release for XDefiant in like Season 2 or Season 3. I think it is super duper not on the high priority list. I think the game comes out on last gen Season 2 or Season 3. Something like that. Like a while. I think it'll be a while. Personally, I don't think the XDefiant will die if COD keeps enforcing their SBMM policy. People will burn out on it. Timson, I think that is one huge thing that is going for XDefiant. I think XDefiant has two big things going for it. One is that it's free to play. Two is that there's no skill-based matchmaking. I think that there is going to be a large number of people that are going to play Modern Warfare 3 and they're going to enjoy it, but they're going to get burnt out on skill-based matchmaking and they're going to hop over to XDefiant because it doesn't have SBMM. I think it's very much a possibility. I only need an hour's notice to preload in. I'm that trigger happy for. I mean, John Anderson. I need like at least a couple of days because I gotta schedule my work. Like I gotta schedule my day job around it because I want to be able to, like, when this game drops, bro, I want to be streaming for like the entire day. I want to stream, I want to make videos, all the good stuff, like launch day. I'm gonna bounce, dude. You guys take care. Yo, Rob Effie, I appreciate you being here, man. Have a fantastic rest of your day. I ain't playing COD, but I'll still watch you play it though. Yo, Nathan Southwood, I appreciate you, dude. I appreciate you. I'm glad. Hypothetically, if they made it BR down the line, do you think the abilities the operators have will ruin it? No. I think a good example of that would be Apex, right? Apex does just fine with abilities. I think that would be just fine. I don't think that it would hurt it at all. However, I think having a BR would hurt the game. I think in general, having a BR would hurt the game. And I'm glad that they have said on numerous occasions that they're not doing a BR. They have said on numerous numerous occasions that they're not doing a BR, and I hope that that remains true, remains consistent. Big hopes on that one, dude. Big hopes on that one. Apex was trash? Apex was trash. Well, let's see. Let's see. Even if, right? Even if Apex was trash, the numbers would suggest that people still enjoy playing it. I mean, if we see these kinds of numbers, a peak of 400K, if we see those kinds of numbers for XDefiant, oh my lord. Big happiness, bro. Big happiness. Looking forward to watching you playing. Yo, Pedro, I'm glad. That makes me very happy. I'm glad, dude. I think you're right. It's going to be told a few days before, and what makes me think the 17th is a go is that if it wasn't, I'm fairly sure Mark would have put an end to the rumors. I don't know. There have been rumors in the past. There have been a lot of rumors in the past. Exactly, Jesse. Exactly. This is only on Steam. This is only on Steam. I'm sure that Apex gets 1 million concurrent at some point every day. I'm sure. But there have been rumors about release dates in the past that Mark has not come out of his way to squash. All I have to say is everything good comes in time. A wife, a family, a dream job, and oh, so good XDefiant. That's a good point, Skiv. That's a real good point. That's a very good point. Not everyone likes BR. 8 Power, I agree. I agree. You can pull up all you want. It was... Well, 8 Power, that's the thing. Not everyone likes a BR. Exactly. I agree. So if you don't like BRs, you're of course not going to enjoy Apex. Of course. But overall, the game is very popular. Reacts. Okay, dude. I don't like BRs, but like Apex over Warzone. I think everybody, I think people like a roll of toilet paper more than Warzone right now. And believe it or not, even with the updates to Warzone yesterday, people were still not very high on it. Like they all said that the Warzone reveal yesterday was way better than what they have right now in Warzone, but they still were not super excited about it. Everyone was mainly excited about multiplayer, not Warzone. Homie, you play AC Mirage yet? No, Coffee, I have not. I have not. I'm not normally... I was thinking about playing it, but it's not really... I don't know. I don't have the attention span, unless I'm like doing a playthrough on stream or something like that, to play through a game like that. I would need to have like a reason for me to play it. But I've heard that it's really good. I've heard it's really good. Bro, you should be bigger. Yo, reacts. Hey, man. We'll see what happens when XDefiant comes out, you know? We'll see what happens. But I appreciate you. Seriously, I do. BR era is ending. Pedro. I don't necessarily think that the Battle Royale era is ending. I just think that in general, it's kind of like there's like everything has an ebb and flow, right? Everything peaks and then it kind of finds its plateau. And I think that that's where we're finding our situation right now. I think that Battle Royales are no longer surging. I think that they're finding a nice calm. I think that's what's happening. Anyone checked out the new season 6 for Battlefield 2042? Coffee Cake, I have not. But I've heard that the game has continually gotten better with each season. Can't wait to wake up and see a tweet from Mark saying the game is in preload phase. Resident, oh my lord, that will be the greatest day. The greatest day. I love BR. I just can't care about COD anymore. That ship has sailed for me. I think what Ubisoft should run a separate free-to-play BR down the line. Well, they tried that, right? What was that game called? Hyperscape? They tried, and that ended fast. Like, I feel like it ended faster than it started. Very true, but have we ever seen a specific date pick up this much traction? I might be forgetting, but I don't think we have in relation to XD. I think that we have had a lot of expectations for both Gamescom and for the Ludwig event. So yes, actually, I would say so. Yes. In fact, the only time that I think Mark has come out of his way to squash something was regarding the PEGI approvals, because that was just simply completely inaccurate information. Not every game needs a BR to survive. Immortal, that's very true. That is very true. However, I do think that Halo Infinite would very much benefit from having a BR. Oh yeah, Buckeye, if you ever want to join a team, examples of what I mean is like Optic, LA Thieves, FaZe. Our team is VME. Just hit me up because the team is looking for content creators right now. All right, Skip, hey, I appreciate you. I will keep that in mind. I appreciate you. Do you like the faction style of the game? Oh yeah, Pedro, definitely. I think it's one thing that really sets XDefiant apart. I think having the various factions and abilities and things like that, it makes it a really fun, unique kind of like combination of like Overwatch style gameplay and Call of Duty. And I really like it. I think it's pretty dope. And it also opens up really cool possibilities for the future. You know, new factions, things like that in the future. I think that is a big opportunity. Dude, I have listened to this. God. I have listened to this freaking song 1,000 times, dude. So funny, man. So freaking funny. Have you ever played Warface? I introduced to BR and I recall enjoying Mojave at night. Minded that was years ago. I've never played Warface, but I have heard of it. Three things you would change in XDefiant? Ooh, that's a good question. Three things I would change. I would change the UI. That's the first thing that I don't like about the UI, or that I don't like about XDefiant. I think the UI is too simple, which simple UIs are a good thing. I just don't think it's clean enough. I think that the UI needs to have an update. It's in my opinion, it's too basic. I would update that. I would change that. Second thing I would change. Let me think here. It's not much I would change. Oh, I would add free-for-all and team deathmatch. Listen, Ubisoft, if you're watching, gosh dang it, give us team deathmatch and free-for-all, all right? Please. Give us that. And then, man, yeah, and that's a good idea, Ozzy. And then I would add proximity chat. I would add proximity chat, and then I would add actual like lobbies, like pre-game lobbies. That's what I would do. Free-to-play game always has a much bigger player base than a paid game. Not true. Not true at all. I know why you're saying that, but it's not true. And I'll give you a perfect example as to how and why. Here's a perfect example about how and why that is not a true take. Right here. Halo Infinite. Free-to-play game peaks at 5,000 players a day, 2 years after release. There you go. The UI is just like in CS2. I feel like Counter-Strike has way better UIs. I haven't personally played CS2 yet, but I feel like it has to be better. I want to see a completely new game type that breaks the mold, like a gun game or one in the chamber, only unique. Oh, I think that we'll see some of that stuff in the future. John Anderson. I think we'll definitely see things like that in the future. Do you feel that XDefiant will do good with esports and spawn tournaments? I think that XDefiant is going to take a very grassroots approach and let the community run it, and I really hope that's the case, because that would be awesome. I think that's a better way of doing it. Yeah, Nathan, I said free-for-all, man. Free-for-all needs to be in XDefiant. Free-for-all and team deathmatch. Server browser, coffee cake. A server browser would be pretty dope. I will agree. Server browser would be kind of dope. I agree with that. Party modes would be good for the game. Of course it would. Of course. Party modes are always good. They're good for the longevity of the game, right? Having a strong community around the game, that's 100% what would happen. 100%. 100%, dude. Do you think cosmetics are important for the game? Yes, I do. I think when you have a free-to-play game, I think cosmetics are incredibly important because they give people a reason to log in. right? You know, to chase that new skin or whatever the case may be. I do think that cosmetics are going to be important for XDefiant. I do believe so. I do strongly believe that to be the case. We'll see what that looks like. I'm excited. I'm actually super excited to see what kind of customization options and progression options we have for XDefiant. But yes, I do think that cosmetics will be very important. I do believe that. 100%. I'd rather have XDefiant UI than that garbage UI in MW2 and the new MW3. Immortal, I do agree with that. I don't understand how they're doubling down on the UI, bro. MW2's UI is so bad, and they were like, yo, you know what we should keep from MW2 to MW3? The UI. That's what we should keep. Excuse me. If I'm being honest, COD makes better maps, and I think XDefiant should take notes from COD's maps. Whoa, really? Yo, the Chaos, welcome in. How you doing? Frost, you think that Call of Duty has better maps than XDefiant? I'm very curious. Why do you think that? Totally curious. Please explain. Eric the Anderson one. No. Nobody knows the release date, unfortunately. Nobody knows yet. Gun challenges to get skins like COD would be fun. Pedro, completely agree. Completely agree. Do you know how much the Founders Pack may be? Skiv, I have no idea. If I had to guess, personally, I would say 10, 20 bucks for Founders Pack. That'd be my assumption, but I don't really know. There's nothing, we don't have any actual details about that. Any news about release? No, Barzy, not yet. Not yet. Map voting would be great alongside with being able to limit what maps you search, so they should add a feature to where you can select maps you would play and those you wouldn't allow. Ooh, well, 8 power, so there is map voting in the game. First off, there is map voting, but I actually love that idea of being able to filter out what maps. That'd be like Counter-Strike, right? Same thing with Counter-Strike. Well, you can't map vote in Counter-Strike, but you can select what maps you want to search for. That would be dope. A map editor? That's true, Timson. A map editor would be awesome. I'm gonna be honest with you. That is one feature that I would not ever expect to come to XDefiant ever. But it would be awesome. Third-person mode for XDefiant? That'd be really dope for some different modes. That would be pretty cool. I agree. A lot of COD maps are very similar 3-lane based maps. Well, Frank Quinn, 3-lane based maps is not a Call of Duty specific thing. I mean, it's literally any multiplayer game, for the most part, has that sort of 3-lane mentality. It's more of like a philosophy of map design than just a Call of Duty thing. I would like to see a shipping container level like shipment from COD and hangar from Warface, fast-paced, close quarters, great for leveling up guns. Well, John Anderson, Mark Rubin told us that if you're a fan of shipment from Call of Duty, then you're really going to like the first map that they released in Season 1. That's what he told us. So I'm actually really curious to see what that first map looks like. If Infinity Ward made traditional COD multiplayer free-to-play instead of developing Warzone, would it have been more popular than Warzone? No. No, I don't think so. Reason why I say that is because even if they made it free-to-play, they still don't give the same support and content to the 6v6 multiplayer as they do for Warzone. Are going to be doing gun guides when the game comes out? Pedro, all right. So here's... If I can. And the reason why I say that is I'm not the smartest, knife in the light bulb box, you know what I mean? When it comes to math and things like that. So I think I will definitely do opinion-based things, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to give you guys all the nitty-gritty details. You know what I mean? I'll tell you guys what I think is a really solid gun, a really solid build to use, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to give you guys, the real strong numbers, you know what I mean? You might have to go to some smarter people for stuff like that. No, bro, XDefiant maps feel better. I mean, Immortal, I think the XDefiant's maps are amazing. I think there's only 2 maps that are not that great, but they're still better than anything in freaking Call of Duty recently. Except for the map that they released in Season 5 Reloaded. Season 5 Reloaded for Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, the map that came in that was actually really good. But the two maps they added in Season 6 are terrible. I think if XDefiant adds Infected one in the chamber and gun game, that would steal a large portion of COD's party mode community. Skiv, I could see that, but my question is, how big of the community is that? Let's be honest. Party game community is not and never will be the main portion of a game's community. It will be part of their loyal community, but not their big, broad community. Was the beta balanced in terms of the guns and factions? I mean, Pedro, I thought that the beta was balanced very well. I don't think that there was one faction that was overpowered over the others. People keep saying that they thought the Libertad was too OP. I'm gonna keep it a buck, man. This is my hot take. Libertad was not and is not overpowered. I don't think so. I really don't. I really, really don't. What's your favorite map? Noodleplex. Absolutely love Noodleplex. Can you show us Founders Pack on stream if it's allowed? Barzy, I will not be doing that. No, I will not be doing that. Will Nuts, what's your favorite gun? Oh, man, the M4 is typically my favorite gun, but I really liked that the MDR. I think it's the MDR, right? The MDR was nice. I would say my three, I would have to give you three. My three favorite guns in XDefiant are the M4, the MP7, and the MDR. 5,000 plus members. I know most people in the party mode community and everyone in there is hating on how those modes will play in MW3 and how they played in MW2. Really, Skiv? Really? Well, shoot, if you're giving me numbers, then I'm going to take a step back. Hey, if it's a considerable amount of people, then it's a considerable amount of people. Love Noodleplex. John Anderson, I love that use of that buck emote. That's lit. Keeping it a buck with you. What's your favorite gun, Pedro? MP7, dude, the MP7 is so good. Do you think XDefiant is too small a fan base to not be Splitgate 2? Eric the Anderson, I think that the comparison between XDefiant and Splitgate is completely unwarranted. I don't think that they are a good comparison at all. Not even close. I think a better comparison would be something like Halo Infinite. Yo, Egan XP4 coming in, hitting the follow button on the Twitch. I appreciate you, Egan. Welcome in. You are now our 275th follower on the Twitch. I appreciate you, Egan. Welcome in. Welcome in. Yeah, that's my opinion. So what are 3 balancing changes you'd make to the gunplay and movement? Oh, my lord, Skiv. All right. I would give us the ability to go prone in XDefiant because I like drop shotting, and I don't like that I can't drop shot in XDefiant. That's a bummer to me. So I would change that. Man, there's not that many other things I would change, like balance-wise. I think the game's pretty solid. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know. Bunny hopping? Yeah, but like bunny hopping, like people do it when they're really good at the game, you know. And if they can pull off bunny hopping, I think more power to them. You know, if you're skilled enough to make that happen, have at it, bro. Like it's annoying to play against. Don't get me wrong. It's annoying to play against if I can't do it, but hey, I shouldn't be able to take away their fun unless it's actually impeding on the whole game experience. And I don't think that bunny hopping is impeding on the whole game experience. I had a good time with all the ARs. Yeah, John Anderson, they felt really good. I tried the M16 for the first time, and I definitely can see why people like it. Yo, Fly Hacking 92 coming in, hitting that follow button on the Twitch. I appreciate you. You are getting us one step closer to 500 followers on the Twitch. I appreciate you, dude. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Since there will be purchasable skins, do you think they will have pay-to-win iron sights? No. I understand why you're asking that question, and that's a fair question, but no, I actually truly do not think that will happen. I think that they have gone out of their way to mention multiple times how the game will not be pay-to-win. I don't think that they will ever make something that has iron sights that are so good that they're pay-to-win. I don't think that will happen. Co-op campaign missions for the game would be cool in the future. Jack Walker, I think in the future that would be something that I would be okay with because it doesn't take away players from the actual game itself. But like a BR would not be good, in my opinion. I really don't think so. I also love that character set with the digital ghillie suit. I like in Titanfall 2 also. Ooh, digital ghillie suit? Yeah, true. Some of XDefiant's maps are a little too big and open. They need to model the maps from scratch instead of taking them out from other Ubisoft games and putting it in their game. Frost, I'm going to be honest with you. You are the only person, like literally, I'm being honest here. You are the only person I've heard that has not enjoyed the maps in XDefiant. That's interesting. That's very interesting. I can see why you think some of them are too big. I do agree with you there. I do agree. Some of them are bigger, for sure. For sure. I'm a sniping guy. I like to TAC 50. Yo, sniping is pretty decent at XDefiant. It actually is. It's actually not too bad. It's really not bad. Like if you look at Apex Legends, they have super pay to win iron sights even when they say their game is not pay to win and only cosmetics. That's true. Well, I also saw like even like COD Mobile, right? Even COD Mobile has something similar to that too. Which is unfortunate, but also a true statement. Hey, you guys want to see something fun? You guys want to see something pretty dope? This is so cool. We are holding down the XDefiant community on Twitch, bro. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, you can't even see it. We're holding down the fort. 11 viewers for XDefiant, baby. We're holding down the fort. Oh, I love it. Oh, that's so good, dude. That is so freaking good, bro. Absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. You're gonna be the best XDefiant streamer? I mean, at this rate, bro, absolutely. Absolutely, bro. Oh, man. All right. We are gonna hold the fort, hold the door, hold the door. I guess he is currently the best. Egan, I mean, at this rate, bro, right? At this rate. Yo, guys, real quick. I appreciate every single one of you guys watching today. I really do. I know it's just a chill little Friday afternoon stream. Thank you guys for being here. If you guys are watching on YouTube, feel free to hit the like button on the stream and subscribe to the YouTube channel for more videos and live streams on XDefiant just like this. And also, if you guys are curious to watch more live streams, you know, if I'm playing XDefiant, if I'm playing Call of Duty, whatever the case may be, follow my Twitch, all right? I'd really, really appreciate it. You guys have already been following me like crazy over there today, and I really appreciate that. You guys have been awesome. Today's stream has been super dope. Thank you guys for being here today. I hope you guys are having a good time yourself. We are going to... I'm just trying to find somebody here. I would like to give somebody a little bit of a raid. I just need to find somebody who would be dope. Let me see here. Let's see. Let me see if I can find someone that would be dope to raid here today. All right. I would appreciate you guys if you would do something with me, okay? I know that we've been talking about XDefiant and Call of Duty and blah 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 blah, all these things today. I know, but it would really mean the world to me if you guys would do this with me. I have two kids who play Fortnite mad looking XDefiant, so I can lure them away. Hey, lure them away from Fortnite. Get him here. Get him here to the XDefiant world, bro. Get him over here at XDefiant, dude. All right, we're gonna do something here. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna raid somebody on the Twitch, okay? So, if you guys are watching on Twitch, feel free to be a part of this raid. If you guys are watching on YouTube, it would mean the world to me if you guys could hop over to Twitch and do this raid with us, okay? It'd be really, really cool if we could do that, okay? I'm gonna put the link into the chat for you guys. Go ahead and hop over to this guy's Twitch page. All right, we're gonna do a little raid. Thank you guys for being here today. I really, really appreciate you. Stay tuned to my Twitter. Stay tuned to all the stuff. All right, stay tuned to all the stuff for more content here in the future. Okay, I appreciate you guys being here today. Seriously, you guys have been awesome. Thank you for the follows, the subscribes, everything. We're gonna hop over there. All right, I'll see you guys on the flip side. All right, peace.